Hello ladies, this is Miss Stella Cruz and I'm going to give you a little tutorial on your homework for Sing Out Cantate. If you finished all your measures in class, then you can skip ahead. Good for you. You can skip ahead and start doing your solfege. Alright guys, number one thing we do is number our measures. So what you're looking for are these little lines called bar lines. And you're looking for all of the staves, which are where the treble clef and the bass clef are, with this bracket here, which tells you that you are on the piano line. We always number our measures on the piano staff. So obviously, we're going to start here with number 1. We're going to find the first bar line, and then that's how we know to go on to the second number. That was a horrible too, don't judge. And then here's another bar line. Bam, 3, another bar line, 4. Top line's easy, guys. When you jump down here, if you notice, now you have like 5 bajillion staves. Not really. You have the flute, which tells you up here is a flute. And then we have part 1, aka sopranos. Part 2, aka altos. And then here again with the little swirly bracket, that's our piano part. So that's how we know that we're going to write our number 5 down here. I love this song because it kind of gives you a cheat sheet at the beginning of every line. So you should be on number 5 here, and also gives you to the bottom. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? And then you have 6, 7, 8. And turn our page. Again, we have this huge line connecting all of these staves. So you have to find down here, where it gives you the little 9, and that's how you know you're on 9. You can finish the rest of that line, 10, 11, 12. And then when you jump down to the bottom, again, remember, use these numbers as a guide. Find the swirly bracket, and that should be number 13. Go ahead and finish up the rest of the song with your measures, numbering your measures. Again, every line is going to help you out by giving you a small number. At the end of the song, remember, double bar line means the end. You should get, if we're on 67 here, 67, 68, 69, and 70. You should have 70 whole measures. Okay? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to write a 70. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to go back to the beginning and start solfeging. Remember, you can purchase this music if you want to highlight, or you can also bypass the highlighting by putting a star on your line, or like a fun little something to show you what line you're supposed to be looking at. That's one way that you can get around the highlighting thing. Alright, we have lots of flats here, guys. One funny flat is the key of F, but now we have 3. Here's how you can figure out what key you're on. If you see they're in an order, this one's first, this one's in the middle, and this one's last. If you're reading a book, you go from the left to the right. So if you have this last flat and go back 1, so the second to last flat, that is going to be your do. Or you can do this last flat, the one closest to our music, and that one is going to be fa. I'm writing so small, it's like mouse writing. Okay, so if that's fa, let's use this one since that's closest to this note down here. If that's fa, this line will be mi, this space will be re, which means this starting note will be, you guessed it, do. And if we're just moving up one, we kind of already helped ourselves out. If this is do, one step up is re, then mi, then fa, then so, then la. And then now we come back down 1. So look at this line. What did we call that line? Because this is, even though it's a different kind of note, it's a half note, not an eighth note, it still has the line running through it. That's going to be so. And altos, my little heart lines, if you notice, your first couple of measures of singing look exactly like sopranos. So that's going to be an echo. And you start on do as well. Re, mi, fa, so, la, so. You can basically copy the soprano line. Turning my page. Now, you have to remember where you left off when you last solfeged. You were on so on this line note, and you guys were on so on this line note. Third line, by the way, if you count them from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 3 lines. And then we start on the third line. 1, 2, 3. So you start on so. And then you can make your way down the scale. Fa, mi, re, do. And then one under do. Remember, the pattern keeps on going. So if you go underneath do, you should get ti. And then back up to do. And guess what, altos? Guess what you do? I'm going to zoom out so you can see. So, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. What? So, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. It's the same thing. So you can fill that out. Guys, a lot of this is pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of weird notes. You just have to always remember in this song. I'm going to show you again here since it's, since it's a little blank. Do is either on the bottom line or, it's trying to zoom in on my hand. Don't, I have wrinkles on it. Or the top space. And that isn't always in this song. Okay? Now over here on page 5, cinco, see right there? Page cinco, you have this note here, which if you were using your regular solfege, this would be so, and one step underneath would be fa. However, because it has this natural sign, and it was a flatted note, that means it's going to be raised from fa up to fi. Now that was the time that they could zoom in on my hand. So that's going to be fi right there. Okay? And you have another fi over here, sopranos. Altos, you go below the staff right here. If this is do, remember bottom line is do, one underneath, ti, and if you keep going down the pattern, this should be la. I hope you're nodding, saying, yes, Miss DLC, that is la. All right, see anything else that looks strange here? If not, I think you guys will be good to go to finish up your solfege as well. Oh, here's a note. Here's a fun note. Page 9, not 11, 9, altos. You have lots of altered notes. Bottom line is do. If do is on a line, then mi is on a line. Up here, we just called that fi on the other page. Now, what is this? If this was mi, going down 1 is re, but has a sharp, which means it goes up, so this is fun. From re to ri, R-I. If it's raised, it's always going to have an I next to it. So fi, ri, mi. Okay, let me turn my page, see if there's anything else that you should know. This is just like the beginning. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. All the same, all the same, all the same. And I'm even going to give you your last note because it's so difficult. Boom. Sopranos, don't worry about these little tiny notes right here. Just go ahead and exit those out. No. 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 Just worry about those bigger notes right here, okay? And that goes the same if there's any other in the song. Happy homeworking. Remember, this is due, tomorrow is Wednesday, September 6th. So have this done. And if you have questions, just send me a reminder and email. Thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.